the moment, and first March we will resume. We will be going from St. Philip's to that place until the bishop-elect backs out. I want you to join me to greet, because there are certain things God is doing for us. We thank God that University on the Niger has commenced academic studies and is doing well. JAMB registration is ongoing. We ask you, parents, words, those who have students who are taking JAMB this year, to make University on the Niger your first choice university, because that is where studies is going on now. That's the university talk of the town. That's the university that we know, where you will go and you study and you get unique education, unique transformation, unique service. So ensure that you encourage anybody around you to register this ongoing JAMB registration, University on the Niger. God will make a way for them in Jesus' name. And you know, God has been supporting us in various ways. I want to ask you to join us to appreciate the governor of Anambra State, who is in love with education. The governor is partnering with the dioceses that have established universities. He says that in Anambra State, everybody is equal. There is nobody that is so special that he will not be, that others will not be recognized. Peter University started and he donated some heavy amount of money for them to take off. And he also looked towards us and said, we are the same development. Anambra must be developed. Anambra must be good. Anambra people must study. And since the church is partnering with the government in this type of thing, he will also support the University on the Niger. So I want the speaker to join us to thank him, and all of you to greet him in our name, because he supported the University on the Niger. Said we should buy the necessary equipment, make sure that the lecturers are well paid, and also any other thing that funds are needed. He donated the sum of 300 million naira to this cause. And he has already paid, so it's not a promise, it's something that has come to pass. But don't think that all the money we need is already there. Because there are so many projects that will be going on. I've told the clergy that this year we need to raise 4 billion so that all the structures needed for us to move to the permanent site will be erected. And it is by faith. There is no fear. It's God's work, and God's work, supported by His Spirit, will not lack finances. That is our belief. Who will believe that government will do this type of thing in our time? I know if it is the other one that went, he will be telling us stories. But we thank God for the solution. Solution. We'll regret to announce. Hello, welcome. I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your geographical location and your time zone. I hope you are having a wonderful time. Returning subscribers, new subscribers, and old subscribers, you're all welcome. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, share our videos. Please share our video as you watch. We are dealing on the government of Anambra State's development objective on education, and we are talking about as Soludo donates 300 million to the University on the Niger, part of Onitsha Metropolitan City. The government of Anambra State push for more development as it donates 300 million naira in the local currency to the newly formed university on the Niger owned by the Anglican Communion. That's wonderful news, and that's what we'll be talking about, how education is the key to any progress in the homeland, especially in Onitsha metropolitan area that need a lot of universities. At the moment, two are functioning. I think I will say three now, but the Onitsha Metro need at least 10 universities, 10 new universities, because of the population and the demand, for university education, so that the city or the metropolitan city does not lose most of its people to other areas in Nigeria seeking for higher institution. So the government of Soludo is doing well on that, because education is the key to bring about lasting change in any society. So you can see that the university is moving. They are setting up structures, and this year, 2024, they will need additional 4 billion in order to completely finish up their permanent site, according to the Bishop of the Niger, as you watched earlier on. And it's great news, because this will also attract a lot of jobs and help to develop the homeland. So we'll continue on what we are discussing. This university, the Onitsha Metropolitan City has been one of the oldest cities in Nigeria without any university. Over the years, the governments in charge of Anambra State, they have not actually looked on that area. That universities help to diversify any city, especially the population and also the workforce, because they attract a lot of other institutions, attract donor agencies, attract some specialties, industries and research institutions, and others. So, but they have not looked on that distance. So many of the people have been clamoring for years. And millions of Onitsha people, Onitsha city dwellers, have to move to many places. Some of them move to
Kaduna, Maiduguri, Lagos, many other places to seek for university admissions. And these um, did not augur well for the economy of this great city and Anambra State, because basically, after nurturing all those students, the brighter ones, we are sending them to other places, and the money are invested in other places that did not actually nurture them, and this has not helped our homeland, and our homeland keep on lacking and keep on missing those vital uh, vital input to the growth of the economy. And that's why a lot of other areas were making fun of us, making mockery of us, that we cannot develop our homeland. So, and this continued until the um, the Catholic Church started Tasia University, that was have its campus at I think the headquarters now at Omonia. It was actually started in Oba. So that ASEAN University with its teaching hospital at Aguleri. And it was a fun fair. You know, people were celebrating that. And finally, uh, Bishop Verily Okeke looked at that one that was started by the Catholic priest was not enough compared to the caliber of the university the Onitsha needed. So he partnered with some other people, and they decided to set up a university that will be a world-class university called Shanahan University, Onitsha, with campus also in Ojoto. And that's herald the reawakening of this great city of Nigeria called Onitsha. And people started donating to the building of this university. It's still ongoing, but they were not waiting, because they have already started with the existing infrastructures that the church, or the Catholic Church, has in the medical area. They are using their Boromi as their teaching hospital at the moment, and they are constructing a bigger teaching hospital. And they are using also Waterside and other areas as their medical outpost and others. So, and they are building their structure at the Transinkisi. A lot of ongoing construction are going on there. And the government of Anambra State, under Sawili Obiano, supported them by building a 5 kilometer, started a 5 kilometer road, which I don't know if he completed, but he was just trying to do that. And so, as we are still digesting the news of that, the Anglican Church launched this university on the Niger with the headquarters at Omonia, part of Onitsha metropolitan city. And everybody was, it was so much gladness everywhere. Even the government of Anambra State, led by Soludo, was so happy, because he's talking about education. He has the education mantra that you can't develop anywhere without developing education. In UK, education is the third now for the economy. So they actually make a lot of money from education, because people has to go and study there. So, and for Onitsha and Anambra State to develop, we need a lot of universities, because the state, a lot of people has a lot of money to sponsor people in higher institutions. And but the state have been lacking on that. But we are talking about now Onitsha, which need at least 10 universities. 10 universities. So, and other technical institutions. So, Onitsha should be having not just 10 universities, should have a lot of teaching hospitals, specialist hospitals. to cater for a population of 10 million people. Onitsha Metro is according to Demo Africa, 4 years ago was 8 point something million, and now is according to the latest report, Onitsha is over 10 million now. So, and the 10 million population without university that can cater for it, you are basically exporting or taking their resources to other areas. That's what it means. You're taking the best of best, taking the resources they would have been spending in that city into another city. So it's a fallacy. And the government over the years did not realize this. They would have actually get 10 different groups to say, look, we have a target of 10 new universities in this Onitsha metropolitan city. So the Kali Church, we know you can have one or two. Anglican, you can have one or two. Another group of Christian missionaries, you can have group of two, one, and you can get other investors, businessmen, all those men and timber of caliber to set up around 7. So, and you just support them. That's exactly what they would have done over the years. But did they do that? Not at all. They didn't. They just leave it like that. So, and if you would have attracted them to do that, there will be construction of university buildings and other construction. There will be construction of hostels, construction of laboratories, hotels, lots of things, hospitals. A lot of things will be going on, and there will be demand for services for these things. And basically, there will be also demand for transportation, more buses, more cars, and innocent will be also benefiting from that, and the economy will be expanding. And those students, they will be buying things from the local market, from the local shops, from the malls, everywhere. A lot of things will be in demand once you do that. And there is also tax coming to the state. Tax, value-added tax, and other taxes the people that work in those universities pay, and the university pay to the government. And the government will be making a lot of money. If the government cannot set up those universities, at least one university, and call it University of Onitsha Metropolitan University, even if they set up one, but Onitsha need at least 10, they would have over the years supported this group of people to have their own university. But thank God that things are changing. Now we are having 3, and Onitsha still need around 7 more. So, but with the support of Soludo on this, it shows that he's looking on that area. Our people should not be traveling away from the city of Onitsha going for university in far areas. Exposing them to the dangers of insecurity. A lot of things happening. They should be in the homeland. They should, if we are talking about developing the homeland, making it a livable and a prosperous homeland, we should encourage them to be in the homeland, not the other way around. We should be. And if we are talking about all the time complaining that our population are going to many places, whereas they're making a mockery of us that we can't stay in our homeland, how can you achieve that without setting up universities that will attract them back home? That's the easier way, is basically to attract universities that will have between 25 to 50,000 community into your homeland. That's each university having 25,000 to 50,000, at least 10 of it. So when you have 10 of it, it's 500,000 population. So 500,000 will actually, between 250 to 500,000. That will change any economy. 500,000 people feeding. It's basically, there will be increased demand of a lot of things. So the economy will expand. And university education are not cheap. So meaning that the people funding them have money. There's money coming into the state to fund those students. More money are being pumped into the state, and more people are coming in there, and more specialists are coming into the state and leaving their lecturers, professors, so scientists, so many of them, lab technicians, lots of different people are coming into the state to be in the state, to work and live in the state. So meaning these things will be changing in the city of Onitsha if they would have done that. But I do believe that Soludo will also listen to this with the commendation coming on his way for what he has done by this donation to the university on the Niger. I do believe that he will also listen to this video and also help to encourage other 7 or 8 more investors to invest on university in Onitsha metropolitan area. The government can actually partner with them. The government can do that by partner with them. It can also help the Onitsha community or those communities around that to set up university by donating money to them. That's part of our Kuluno. They can do that. They can do that. The government can do that for sure. They can do that. So that's what we are discussing, and it's very important for everybody to share this video. And as you are sharing this video, I do believe that you are helping to develop the homeland. Remember that as you share this video, you are helping to develop the homeland, and our homeland will be better off. And the politicians will also listen to this, and they will learn from it. The Commissioner of Education in Anambra State will also listen to this and advise the governor and some of those investors that don't know where to invest. Our men and women of timber and caliber will listen to this. They will be able to partner with the government of Anambra State in doing that. So, and when they are building this, it will be they will be they won't be needing so much land, because they will be building high-rise building, something that will be something like 10-story floors or 12-story floors, so that will accommodate the university in one place. So, and they can actually do multi-campuses. So some people will say, where is the land? They forgot that Onitsha city has a metropolis. So it's made up of 5 local governments. So it's not made up of only the Onitsha inland town, Onitsha town itself. It's spread to Oyi local government, Obaru local government, North, Onitsha North, Onitsha South. So they are the ones that made up the Onitsha metropolitan area. So let's keep on supporting all this initiative, because for our homeland to be livable and prosperous, we must do things differently, because we have a lot of people that have a lot of money, and there is something we talk about, Igwebike. When we pool our resources together, think about that. The government can also encourage something like people, something like main market business traders or businessmen and women to have Otunkwo University, to have university called Otunkwo University, Onitsha, Otunkwo University, with the headquarters in Onitsha Metropolis and having a campus in another area. So it will be like in the bank of River Niger, they can set up a big sky-rise building, something like 12 to 15 story high. So this they can do, all the businessmen will have shares in it. The shares will be sold among themselves. So, like the highest shareholder will be having like 10 million or 20 million on it, and others can be encouraged to have between 1 million. And so they will now look at how much they needed for that. If they need like 10 billion for that, they will tablet it in shares. And the government can also support them by having a place for that. So that's an idea, having something of that. Otu Nkwo University, Onitsha, or O2 University, Onitsha. This is a way to get this great city on the world map and help to diversify the economy. So another thing they can also do is Onitsha Metropolitan University, whereby all the dwellers of Onitsha will contribute. The shares will be sold maybe between 100,000 each year to the highest shareholder, 10 million. The highest shareholders will be like 10 million. So this will, attract a lot of capital being pumped into the city. That's how you develop economy. So you drawing the resources, drawing it into your state. So a lot of investors will get involved and the government will support them. That's part of what we call Akuluno. So it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done. So all the adjoining villages in Onitsha can also, or towns in Onitsha Metro can join together to set up these universities. So we need to do something. We need to do something and do it very, very urgent. Thank you very much for listening. Let us listen to the chancellor of this university. And when we come back, we'll round up this. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned.
I am the very Reverend Professor Chinedu Nebo, CON, former Vice Chancellor, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, former Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Ekiti, and former Minister of Power of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and currently Vice Chancellor of University on the Niger. The University on the Niger was established by the Diocese on the Niger, Anglican Diocese on the Niger, to fill a yawning gap in our educational system. The reason is that many of our graduates are being churned out without a very deep appreciation of life after the university system. So, the University on the Niger is set up so that students will get an education that is holistic, education that will make them ready to face the world. Because there's no point leaving the shores of the university and getting out there without being prepared to take on the world and actually have a mastery of knowledge that will make you not only to survive out there in the world, but also to thrive. That is why the University of the Niger is going to be a very unique university. Unique in the sense that in as much as it's paying a lot of emphasis on intellectual development and capacity building intellectually, University of the Niger is also going to work hard to make sure that the spiritual component of human development is ingrained in our students, so that they will imbibe not only head knowledge, but also heart knowledge, so that we get students that are coming in and we groom them, and by the time they leave, they are not only fully qualified intellectually, in learning, and also in character, but also they have gotten the requisite skills that will make them thrive in the society. We have science courses, we have humanities, we have sociology, we have medicine, we have pharmacy, we have law, we have allied medical sciences, all kinds of experience that people can get. And one of the things we want to ensure is that no matter what you're studying, you have the leeway to choose some elective courses so that perhaps God might have gifted you in an area that is not your own principal area of study, but you notice that and you want to increase and improve your knowledge in that area. We will allow for that kind of flexibility where people will get the kind of education they want, but they will also get the kind of education we think they need in order to survive because of the experience we've had along the way. So we will encourage anyone who is seeking for admission to come to apply. The fees are so modest and so moderate. It's not the kind of places you go like out there. Some people are paying in thousands of dollars, $6,000, $3,000 and so on. Our fees are as low as 200 and something thousand naira a year. You can imagine how much that is when you convert to dollars. So that's pittance compared to what many others who will not even offer what we are going to offer are charging. So the door is open now to come to university on the Niger, get the best kind of education that you had dreamt about or dreamt for or hoped for, then get prepared and solidified, ingrained in whatever you're studying, to be out there matching anybody. We want to train students that are globally competitive and nationally ready to tackle all the problems of Nigeria. So they need to be nationally relevant and globally competitive. That's why we are going to be a very unique university, and we encourage all young people and parents alike, guidance alike, to make sure that their ward and their children apply to and get admitted to University of the Niger. University of the Niger can be reached at uniniger.edu.ng. With that link, you can get to our website, you can get to our portals, and that you can make, get all kinds of information you need about the university, including how to apply and be admitted. God bless you as you make that decision. You will never regret it.
Yeah, welcome back. I am still Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. We are talking about the government of Anambra State supporting the university education, especially in the Onitsha metropolitan city, as Soludo donates 300 million to the newly formed university on the Niger at Umunya, part of Onitsha, Greater Onitsha metropolitan city, Anambra State, Nigeria. So it's a wonderful news to behold, and we are so glad about it, and that's what we are discussing about it. And on your own part, what we ask of you is basically to share this, what we have discussed this, can get into the government offices, and those that are men and women of timber and caliber, and noticing that education can also, higher institutions can be used to change the homeland for better. The Akuluno, Onitsha Metro need 7 new universities. Altogether, Onitsha need at least 10 universities. And with this government support, it means that if anybody invests on this area, you have a population of 10 million. So you have many people to choose from. So to avoid this brain drain that is going on in our homeland, especially in the great city of Onitsha. So we can actually do this. And by supporting this video, by sharing it, by commenting, you can also help us to reach where we need to reach. And this can also help to change the narrative, and it can reverse years of immigration to other places back to the homeland. We need them to, we need the students from Onitsha Metro to remain in Onitsha. We need them to remain and also to help in the economic revival that is going on in the homeland. Remember, our homeland must be the final destination, not a departure point. And with your support, this can be achieved. Thank you very much for supporting us. I remain Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.